YouTube, what is going on, guys? No, it's not your Madden Average. It's your boy Madden Elite back with another video today. Today is a special upload because today is the first gameplay on the PS5. We are done with Madden. We're done with the PS4 version. No more. That game will never be seen again. The game has been deleted and off the system. So if you guys missed it, I did mention in my last gameplay that was going to be the last gameplay on the PS4 version. My advice to you guys is if you guys have access to the next gen Madden for Madden 21, definitely start playing that game. I promise you, it's going to help you in the long run. It is not going to be the exact same game as Madden 22, but as far as movement, it's pretty freaking close to what the beta was. Today, guys, of course, I got some more heat for you guys. We have playbook number 8, I believe, of 32 playbook series, where I take every one of the 32 NFL team playbooks, try to find the most unique scheme in it, and then take it into a MUT game and see if we can win a game in it. And so far, we're undefeated. We have not been beaten in any of our schemes. So if you guys are interested in checking those schemes out, go ahead and check out my previous videos. And of course, if you guys have not already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so you guys do not miss when I upload a new video. And if you guys have been enjoying the content, be sure to smash the like button. Definitely helps out the channel a ton. So yeah, with that out the way, let's get right into this video. In today's video, we have the Cleveland Browns playbook. Now, this is not the best single back doubles north playbook in the game. The West Coast playbook has a much better single back doubles north. But for the purpose of this series, I'm not going to be touching any of the alternate playbooks. And the Browns doubles north is actually not too bad, to be honest. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to hop in, set up the audibles. The audibles are going to go like this. We're going to have drag in as number 1, PA inside cross as number 2, wide receiver corner as number 3, and PA rollout as number 4. And they're all really good plays. And then for the run plays in this, we're not going to have in the audibles, but we do have a halfback stretch and we do have a halfback dive that are both going to be pretty effective. So let's go ahead and go over the first play. The first play is going to be drag in. Don't have too many setups out of this play. So when I'm calling this formation, I've found out that having the tight end on the short side of the field or on the short hash is gonna make the route combos and the spacing in this formation much better. Especially for motions, you can set up something kind of like a bunch tight end or like a bunch look. If you motion this outside wide receiver over, and you guys can see I get a bunch look basically on this left side, and it basically looks like single back bunch tight end, to be honest. So for that reason, I prefer to have the 2 receivers lined up in the slot on the wide side of the field, just so they have more space to run corner routes and stuff to the sideline. So this first play, drag in, if we're sending out 5 routes, I'm going to put the running back on a flat route. We're going to put triangle on a hitch. We're going to put circle on a smoke screen, and we're going to put the tight end on a post. This is going to be a play we're mainly running if our opponent's running cover 3, cover 2, any kind of zone that doesn't match. And we're really just going to make high-low reads. If our opponent's playing underneath, we're throwing the posts, maybe the hitch. And if our opponent's playing over the top, we're going to have the smoke screen and the halfback underneath as well. So we're going to go ahead and hike this, and you guys can see the tight end gets wide open. Naked, they're going to have to use that. But the post from Mike Evans also gets pretty open as well. It's kind of like an in route. It's kind of a weird route. It goes upfield a little bit. So we're going to run it again, and I'll show you guys this post. It does get open pretty late. You can see right there. Do it a little bit soon right there, but if you just wait for it to get kind of a little bit more toward the sideline, it will get open. So your opponent's kind of forced to pick one or the other. And of course, out of the backfield, you have this running back route. If they're playing over top, you can go ahead and just dump that off to him, make a move, get a couple more yards. And you have the smoke screen as well on the opposite side by the wide receiver. So if they're playing over top, you could just throw it to the smoke screen immediately and just get a few yards. Again, this is a good play in this scheme, but it's not the best play. Now the next play that we are going to be going over is the PA inside cross. So I went ahead and changed the defense to a cover 2 because I found that against the cover 2, this play is most effective. So what we're going to do is we're going to put circle, the solo wide receiver out on the right. We're going to put him on a post. We're going to put triangle on a drag. He's already kind of on a short route, but we want him a little closer to the line of scrimmage. We're going to put R1 on a flat route to the left side, and then we're going to put square on a hitch. So this is going to be the first setup. This is going to be if we want to attack the short sideline or the short side of the field with the tight end. If we hike this, you can see the tight end kind of runs upfield. You can pass lead this to the side, right over the cornerback for a completed pass right there. And now the second way we are going to set this up is going to be a similar concept, except we're going to be attacking the left side of the field with this weird kind of corner route. It's like a angled corner route. I don't know how to explain it, but this route that Mike Evans has on the left side of the field. What we're going to do with this is we're going to motion over circle. We're going to put circle on a streak. We're going to put triangle on a drag, X on a curl, and we're going to put R1 on a flat. So we're really trying to flood this left side of the field with R1, square, and circle. And you know, we still have some reads on the right side of the field, some checkdowns. But if we go ahead and hike this, you're going to see if we step up into the pocket, square is just butt naked, gonna be able to make a move and house it. But really, this is the most effective setup against cover 2, even if the opponent has zone drops on. This route by Mike Evans does get over any zone drop. So if they're in cover 2 and they got zone drops playing to the moon, you're still gonna be able to fit this route over those zone drops. And now for the third play, which is my favorite play by far in this scheme, is the wide receiver corner. This wide receiver corner is going to be my favorite play simply because of this corner hitch that the triangle has. I don't know how to explain that route. It's like a weird curl, but it just sits in a perfect spot in between the zones. So what we're going to do here is we are going to put square on either a crosser or a post, and put R1 on a flat. We're going to put X on a crosser or a post. Then we're going to put circle on a smoke screen. Again, just like the previous plays, we're just going to make our opponent have to pick and choose which route they want to guard. And the beauty of this play is that the two posts are still going to be able to beat man. So if your opponent is in man, they're still gonna have to pick one of the posts to be able to guard. So if we hike this, you can see this triangle route literally just sits in a perfect spot in the zones. They're gonna have to man it up. They're gonna have to guess when this play is coming, or they're gonna have to user it, and that's just gonna leave these posts naked. So we'll go ahead and hike this, step up in the pocket. You guys can see square is naked. The linebacker doesn't even get close to that. And of course, you still have the other post that will get open once it gets a little bit past that linebacker. And the other way you can also set it up, if you want a quicker read by the square receiver, you can actually put square on a slant. So you actually get a quicker high-low read on the right side of the field with circle and the slant running over there. You guys will see if I hike it. You can actually low ball square for a much quicker read. It's a lot better if your opponent's screaming at you, so they're gonna have to pick and choose what they're going to user. And you know, if your reads are on point, a lot of things are going to be open with this play. Now another way we are going to be able to set this up is we are going to motion over circle. We're going to put circle on a streak. We're going to put R1 on a flat route, and we are going to put the tight end on either a delay fade, a post, or a curl. Whatever you guys want. You guys can even put them on an out route just for a quick read in case your opponent does blitz. But the cool part about this play is we're actually going to be flooding the left side of the field with 4 routes. Usually it's only 3 routes that you flood one side of the field with, but we're actually going to be flooding the left side of the field with 4 routes right here. If we hike this, we're going to have that hitch to read underneath. Square, you guys can see, is getting open, and the flat route will also be open if your opponent is not playing underneath. So we'll go ahead and run this again. We're going to motion this outside receiver over, put him on a streak, the running back on a flat, put the triangle on a delay fade. And if we hike this, you guys can see that we just roll out a little bit, just wait for square to just clear that linebacker, and he just gets butt naked. I mean, and of course, if your opponent's user in that, you could just throw the hitch underneath. We'll go ahead and look at the replay for that. So if we look at the replay, you can see square is open, but hey, this hitch is wide open. I don't know why he blocked right there, but that's pretty much where he's going to sit. I don't know if he was blocking or if he was even an option to throw to, but that receiver right there, Chris Godwin, number 14, he's just going to sit there in a perfect spot. You guys are going to be able to dump that right in there for a quick check down. And the final play is going to be PA rollout. We're going to run this play a couple ways. Number one, we are going to, so this post is kind of like 15, it's like 12 yards. If you smart route it on any 1st and 10, it's actually going to be shorter. And if you guys have been playing next gen, if you guys haven't noticed, on next gen, if you smart route certain routes, they actually don't run shorter. For example, if you're running Z spot on previous gen and you smart route it on a 1st and 10, the route shortens like a lot. It'll be like a 1-yard cut. Now that's not the case on next gen. If you smart route Z-spot, it actually gets deeper and runs to the first down marker, which is how smart routes are designed to be ran. I don't know what the deal was with Madden 21 and the routes shortening on 1st and 10s, but that's simply not the case on next gen. But we are still going to smart route this route. What we are going to do is put the tight end on a streak and put circle on a slant. I like to keep the play action just to get our opponent binding down a little bit. Probably cancel the play action late, but you guys can see if we lowball this right here, that post just gets wide open, sits perfectly underneath the deep zones, and there's not really any underneath zone that will get there. And the second way that we're going to be setting up this play to run is actually going to be on the short hash. A little bit different from what I normally do, so I guess that's kind of a tell, but this play is actually really good when you run it on this short hash. We're going to put Antonio Brown on a post. We're going to put the tight end on a delay fade, R1 on a flat route, and we'll go ahead and double team this guy just so he doesn't get an instant shed. So we'll go ahead and hike this. As soon as he clears him, hike it, roll out a little bit, and you guys can see this square route just gets absolutely naked. I usually like to lowball it just so it kind of goes away from that outside corner. Again, we're going to put the tight end on the delay fade, double team this guy, R1 on it flat. And if you guys notice that with Antonio Brown over here, so we'll go ahead and set the play up again, and if you guys do notice, if keeping Antonio Brown is making that outside corner react too fast on that corner route, you can actually just put him on a streak, especially if it's covered 3. You're not going to be throwing that post. Put the tight end on the delay fade, go ahead and double team this guy, go ahead and motion it over. As soon as he clears the tight end, we're going to hike it, roll out, and you can see you actually have a lot more room. Of course, it's an overthrow on the run with Brady. Never want to be doing that. But we'll go in and look at the replay. You can see all this stuff is wide open. We're going to roll out. Mike Evans gets naked. We have the running back underneath if we had to check it down. And kind of late, you guys can see Chris Godwin is also getting pretty open. So again, this is just a flood concept play. We're just flooding this right side of the field. And of course, as I was mentioning earlier in the video, we do have the halfback stretch and we have the halfback dive, which are going to be very effective. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this mini scheme. Hopefully you guys found it helpful, especially since it is towards the end of the year of Madden 21. If you guys are bored, still playing the game, want to try something new, definitely try this scheme out or try one of my previous schemes out. Even though those schemes are on the previous gen or on PS4, hey, it's worth a shot to try it on PS5. So thank you guys for tuning in to the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to destroy the like button. And again, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe and turn your notification bell on so you guys do not miss when I upload a new video. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. As always, stay safe. Peace.